What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Juventus Football Manager 2022 Rebuild series. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you've been enjoying it. So this is Season 2. Season 2 in January. We are chasing a league title. You know, last year, just to give a comparison, AC Milan, they were absolutely amazing. They only look at that. They only conceded 27 goals. But this season, 2. What's the... 2 out of 14 games in the league. Can I download Can I download these tactics, man? And it's just a copy and paste 4-2-3-1. What's going on? That's Kalulu playing at left back. He's not even natural there. Okay, maybe he's only played 2 games, but still, they're very, very good in FM22. Or is it just this save? I don't know. How's AC Milan going in your saves? Because they're putting up a right challenge for me to win the title this season. We've been going about our attacking game, and that's how we've kept up with them, basically. If we haven't, had pure goal scoring, because we've conceded 10 ourselves. But, goddamn, I think it's pretty, if we put a comparison, 43 and 14 for us, that's very strong. But 2, that's because that's just such a low number. And the fact we've conceded 10, but we are definitely trying to play more attacking. It's quite staggering, though. But sometimes when you see teams playing so well, something like this, you want to try and discover and investigate more how they're actually playing tactically. Just over to the schedule now. Of course, we have friendlies. Obviously, 2022, that is the World Cup year. And we're in, aren't we, in real life now. But that you just have generally friendlies arranged so you can keep the players' fitness up. Unfortunately, a loss against Barcelona, but again, it was a friendly game. If we didn't have our strongest team, as expected. But generally, pretty good form. You want to see how we're going in the Champions League, or more so how we did in the Champions League group stage. We did pretty well ourselves again, that 23 goals scored, 7 conceded. We finished top of the group, staying unbeaten, remaining unbeaten, and You see our opponents, Porto, Bayer Leverkusen, Anderlecht. Maybe Porto and Leverkusen, they're the next level above Anderlecht, but they're expected wins for us. We are the next level above them, and we did that pretty easily. Let's see how far we go this year, though, in the Champions League. How far do we go out in the knockouts? And to show you guys, we've got Ajax. That's not a bad first knockout round. I just got this good feeling with this season and how we're playing. We're definitely our goal scoring ability. I don't know. Let me know what you'd rather be. Would you rather be like AC Milan and be so tied up defensively? Or would you love that free scoring ability like us? Which, of course, is not every single game. We have our own games when we know, we have a tricky encounter. It's different. I approach it differently. Like Inter, we want our own goal, like Stefan de Vrij, and then we wanted to make sure they weren't getting free spaces, and we play those kind of games a little bit different. So that's why you see just a single 1-0. Not too many games like that. You use a couple of away games away from home, but otherwise you can see multiple games with 5 goals scored. Look, there's a 6, 7, and you can see them being repeated. And maybe just out of curiosity, this transfer you want to see, Franco Israel, haven't dealt with that yet. We get a lot of, because we have, in the under 23s, there's a lot of players, and we're probably just going to take a look. What I do with these, if they're non-negotiable, I'll just accept them, especially if they're player. I don't see a future for them at the club. And then, of course, another interest we do have is younger guys. Oh, Demis, his progress is going a bit on the downside, but no, he's progressed through the year. See, look, his potential's fluctuated, which is a bit disappointing. I wanted to stay that 5-star. And another one who's up there, obviously, he was not a youth intake player, Elias Solberg. I wonder how good he gets. Doesn't look too bad, but some weaker attributes as well. I don't think he'll be the top tier. And Sergio Ronchi, oh no! Why is the progress dipped? But he's still, it's made them go back to 4-star, so that's a little bit disappointing. Their attributes could be the same or 1 or 2 attributes higher because they are developing, but you see that potential drop from 5-star to 4-star, and you suddenly, it's just weird Football Manager. I don't know what even to describe it as. He looks worse as a player than he did before. If that 5-star was still there, I'll be like, oh, he looks amazing. It's just this mental thing it does with you in Football Manager. It's really interesting, that's for sure. And Mondini is another one that he's dropped. He's 3-star. It doesn't mean they've got him worse as a player. It's their perceived potential. This guy who's 19, he's grown up. Like, this guy, it doesn't look bad. Samuel, winger with a bit of pace. But yeah, he's English actually, yeah. As you can see by the flag and saying English. But yeah, he's still youth contract. His contract expiring. Who's he wanted by? I almost, probably think he's not going to be good enough for the first team, and I want to see him go back to England, which might not even be the move he makes because there's other Italian teams interested in him. So I don't know what we can do there. I'm like so about making the realistic move. But why don't we take a look who's been the top performers so far in the first half of the season? Look at this. Karim Adeyemi, the striker replacement that we were looking for. He's done it. 22 goals. Considering his age, he's going to have progression in him as well. Like, he's only going to get better over the next 2-3 seasons, then maybe settle on his ability, and then maybe go up ever so slightly from then on until he's 30 or so. His natural fitness is 13. I'm not planning when he gets to 30. We're not even going to see that. But yeah, we know if we don't win the Champions League next season, he's going to maintain his strength until we do and keep progressing until we do. Expecting we do over the next 3 seasons or so. If not this time around. Cuadrado still going strong. And that's why it shows you natural fitness 19. His ability hasn't budged. Look at that. No down arrows. You absolutely love to see that. And the fact a top club in Real Madrid is showing interest in him. Yeah, absolutely flying on all cylinders there. Moise Kean, he's been really consistent with Adeyemi. We've used them consistently, and something I will show you. If we go into the tactics, they've got that strong connection between them, Phil Foden as well, because we haven't rotated them much at all. So that's a big part of that. And his attributes doesn't he look very strong? Like that 16 finishing, then he's got some 14s there for his technicals, but mentals and physicals, yeah, he's so good because he's quick, but yeah, 15 strength is no pushover as well. It's funny we've got 2 guys that are still like on loan and they're not being confirmed. Like they're loaned for the first 2 seasons, but yeah, how it works. So those are the top ratings, and I mean, there's guys from Ruggeri. Keep in mind as well, he's not played every single game. It's been a rotation job, of course. But you know, we're giving him games here and there. He stayed on that 5-star ability. Exciting prospect, and really happy for the amount we signed him for. Look at his guide value now compared to the 19 mil. He was a really good bargain buy, which you would say is pretty hard to find in Italy, like, you know, top European league, to get someone with that potential, that level of potential. So next, we're going to go by each attribute we have here. Let's go by key passes. 48 for Cuadrado. You got to keep in mind games played as well, but we talked about him, not just defensively. Like, he's got so much as that, you know, right attacking wing back that we really need to use because we don't use a right winger. It's if someone we needed to play like a double role, like right back and then a right winger, he's someone who would be able to do that. Absolutely, yeah, firing. Then Chiesa, Kian, Adeyemi as well. Obviously, he's an attack, so he's going to be around there, but his average rating is absolutely mad. Then we sort by the assists. Cuadrado, yeah, that makes sense. He's got key passes and assists. He's a big one for us. And that right back, but that's the role. That's the role. Danilo comes in for his games. And yeah, he does a fair amount as well. And of course, we might rotate a little bit and play different positions. Like for example, if we go to Danilo, and this is while we have him listed as well, but no interest has come. I know he's just going to keep going down in his value. Maybe not as much if he keeps playing so well. But you can see we've been rotating him left back and right back. So that's why he plays more games than you would think if he's just a right back backup for Cuadrado. And some expected name, but they haven't got a huge amount of, I guess we're halfway through the season, so not bad from McKennie. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with McKennie and Ruggeri. Yeah, he's showing his signs, isn't he? He's a low key. He's not going to be the best one of the season, but considering like his age, he's a real one to put some attention on. And the goals, we already talked about how Adeyemi's doing the job. And Kian, it was the same last season, wasn't it? And like he's the second fiddle. Like, he's that backup, well, not backup striker because he's starting, but in the lineup, and he does play a role in the team as well because he does play the passes, and he's not the top goal scorer, but I think he provides more. You can see he's got a few more assists, but I think it's a deadly partnership, those two together, especially their similar ages. Like, yeah, Kian is 22, Adeyemi 20. They're, young lads, and they're leading the line. And obviously, respectable mentions to Chiesa, 13 goals. Phil Foden, I feel, he's still just adjusting to life in Italy. But he shouldn't have a big problem, I think, because he's a quality player to adjusting, to the Italian life. One guy we want to put a bit of attention on as well, Gonzalo Inacio, because don't forget, he came in, young talent. Still, want him to show a little bit more, but one guy in terms of Matthijs de Ligt, he's the leader. Like, now he's the leader at the back. Last game, he got an 8.3 rate. We're not, analysing single performances, but he's been pretty consistent. And he's up there with the average rating. He's not the absolute highest, but we've got a few. 7.45. Really good. But in terms of the other centre-backs, you see Demiral, he's played 5 games. Inacio's played 9. So, we've been mixing and matching, and you see De Ligt's been the regular there. We had a nice little January review there. We got a game against Cagliari. 1st v 13th. We should win this one. We'll continue the next 3 days and see how we perform. We should be expecting a win, but we should be getting a win there. It's tight. Not even just the top, us and Milan. Roma, Inter, this is a decent season at the top. And there's something I like to do. I haven't even checked yet, so you guys are going to see my reaction. I don't really know. I've seen a couple pop up, to be fair, but contract status, we may be surprised. I do 6 months. All right, let's see who's running out and even how we have it sorted here. I think it's by youngsters because 16-year-olds are there, so we go by transfer value. We could see, we'll buy, potential. I find this a bit mixed. We'll go by recommendation because there's A. Gabriel Jesus at 25. There's some younger guys. We can just go approach Jesus. I like this. If he was singly as a striker, and even you say we don't use a right winger at the moment, we can train him for to play in that left wing position, even though we've got names there, and we don't need as many as normal attacking players as we do have, because, we're not using a right winger there. Keep that in mind. But the fact he can play striker, and we're using 2 strikers, I think it's more so we could use another top level striker. He'd come in there really, really well. You could see, that would really strike. What happens if we get an injury to Kian? That could be it. What if we get an injury to Adeyemi? I think we try and get Gabriel Jesus. We weigh up everyone else because this is just Karim Benzema at a 35-year-old. You probably don't go for him as a 35-year-old. Yeah. N'Golo Kante at 31. And I'm going to wait on him. I don't like his technical attributes in FM. Apart from his tackling, I think he's technically very substandard when we're looking for top level. I wonder how his mentals are really, really strong. But I don't expect him to a lot of assists. I'm shocked by him having that many assists. Vision 14's not bad. He's got amazing mentals, don't get me wrong. But his marking, passing, and some of them up there, I feel in certain situations he could let you down. That's just my review on his attributes. But I just want to check anyone else. I want to see by transfer value, anyone we might not have scouted. I've known this guy. He was up there when we were looking for a left back, but he was a little bit more expensive, you could see by his value. But then you get him for free. Guys, he's going on the short list, and we'll approach them. There could be a few guys. Adebayor. He's retiring finally, but not going Adebayor. Aubameyang, 33. He's been terrible in real life, Aubameyang. He's gone now, isn't he? Maybe not officially, but he's just off Arsenal's just radar kind of in terms of playing. But anyway, I think there's a clear target that we do go for, and it is Jesus. There's this youngster, when we're sorting by value, you got to say this guy stands out. And I don't think I've seen this guy yet. Italian. He links. He's an Italian. He's an Italian, not in Italy. He's playing in Portugal, and quite well wherever he's playing. Again, he'll be in the reserves, but then he's had a few good games that he's played in the first team. Okay, I wonder, has he got Yeah, he's Senegalese. I knew he would have had a little cheeky mix there. I like this little setup of this player. I like the look of him. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to get him on the short list and probably go and sign him, to be fair. But the only one we'll do right now... Yeah, look how many are loaded. Yeah, I think we go Jesus. A+ recommendation where you can approach him on... Yeah, we go for this. And especially the fact we can get him as a squad player. I'm not even going to try and get him impacts up. There's a chance of him just declining that. I'll take... Because sometimes you won't have to give him as much of a wage. The thing is, I'm not worried about Chelsea having... Wait, is the other two teams in England who want him? Oh, no. No. Inter could approach him. Say if, example, it was Chelsea only, and say Chelsea and Liverpool, just for an example, that's not the situation, but you wouldn't have to try and offer a bigger amount because they can't approach him on the end of the contract because being in the same country. But that's not even the situation. I'm just giving you the example. If that was the case, you won't need to panic and offer too much. But we're going to do it anyway. We are going to get an unused sub fee up, a goal bonus, that could keep into, like, in terms of scoring, like, keep in mind about if he has a higher goal bonus. I'm sure there's experiments on YouTube, like goal bonus, does it impact? I think I've seen one pop up maybe a year ago. I can't even remember, but search on YouTube. I'm sure someone's made one of those videos. Shout out to them because it's something... It's something very interesting. So we're increasing a little bit there. I'm shaking my head at lowering his wage. Like, we're just trying to get a deal accepted and we'll see what happens from there. We'll get an assist bonus as well. So it's a mix of lowering some things and increasing others. Team of the year bonus, top goal scorer. Yeah, we'll add a couple of those in. We'll get accepted without a doubt. But will it be accepted above other teams' offers? Yeah, we are going to find out. But let's get into that game for today. Yeah, and we're being made aware of this. Chelsea, they would have to be... Well, at least Chelsea's would have to be a transfer offer. Chelsea's would have to be a transfer offer. Tough being Chelsea, yeah? But Dortmund... Ooh, if they're judging off club, I think Juventus' stature is above Dortmund. Like, obviously Dortmund, like, they're still a big club, but I think Juventus... Best team in Italy. There could be some arguments, especially if there's a few Italians watching this. But Juventus... And even ahead of Chelsea. Like, he's already been in the Premier League. You might want to go, I don't know. How do you see it? Take bias off the table, or take my opinions off the table. All of these offers that are in, if you were in Jesus's boots, like, if you was in his situation, who would you go to? Would you take the best contract offer, regardless of the club who it is? And how do you judge that best offer? I lowered the wage a little bit and put some bonuses. So, yeah, and honestly, those are better bonuses overall from what I lowered in the wage compared to the millions of, like top goal scorer and team of the year as well. So, yeah, do you weigh up that kind of situation? And I wonder if he does as well. And this is where transfer rumours start as well. You got Demiral. I haven't been too active with selling players in January over these rebuilds, not like first-team players, but you don't know. Like, I don't mind Demiral at all. Like, he's only 24. He's at a really good age. 3-star ability, which I think is a little underrated. Yeah. I think he's better than an aging Bonucci. Like, if you just... I guess Bonucci has superior mental attributes. We haven't used him as much this year. It's still normal rotation, but... Yeah, I think Demiral has some nice attributes about him. I think just our current centre-backs, that 4 is a pretty good rotation. Like, De Ligt, great and younger. Bonucci's experience. Demiral, he's a bit that in-between type. And then Inacio as that developing youngster. That's a nice little group, isn't it? Yeah, see, teams have already made an offer. I think we stay away from him. Big clubs have made offers. I like him, but the thing is... If we've got a Matteo Ruggeri, who's pretty similar in his attributes, he probably has a few more years of development because he's only 20. And do you ever get in that situation where you've got a guy that's in a position and like a great signing comes up? Like, yeah, that would be very good as a free transfer, but almost you don't need it because then he's competing for a position. but he would come in as better than him at this point in time. Yeah, it's an interesting one because I think his ability for a free transfer, you can't pass this up. So that's why I'm probably going to go for it. So let's try and get a deal done. All right, we'll just get into this. There we go. Give him an unused sub fee. Team of the year. I like to do that around the millions because it's still, that will take a pretty impressive effort. Increase the clean sheet bonus a little bit. Goal bonus, he's not going to get in many goal scoring positions. Increase it by a bit. And once more, assist bonus. He may get a little bit more on the assist side. And let's try and mix that up. Increase the agents a little bit. Might be willing to accept. And yeah, lower a little bit. It should get accepted. No, it doesn't get accepted. The way we're going about it, he wasn't as happy with it. You might think he could accept some other team's offer. He probably does want a yearly wage rise. We may consider maybe leave that on 10. We're considering how long that will be used. Okay. That was one of those moments you didn't really get excited about the contract being accepted because you think, ooh, could he accept a different one? When I see Bayern Munich, I've been hurt before. I'm like, oh, they're going to go to Bayern. But hopefully he keeps in mind the competition he'd have for places there. He'd probably be the starter here. And yeah, there's a group of all these other guys here. Like, this Hajdari, probably let him go. Yeah, 3-star is not it. Is not it for us. And these guys are not really of too much of an important level. So loans, we're just going to accept. These, Minelli as well. Same situation. Szczesny. He isn't interested speaking to Newcastle, so we're not going to worry that. He's not interested. Be a waste of time negotiating, trying to get a good amount. Jesus, Do you think sometimes I'm a bit too, I don't know. I don't like to say cheap. That's not it. I like to just do the best deal. That's a bad thing. Keeping your wage in good stead. That's not a bad thing. We could switch this right now. Maybe just to make my point. We can lower that budget. 4.6 million. That's enough for sign-on fees. Okay. That might actually be super close. We go back to it. Drop it to 800k. Ooh. That will go. I'm out of interest here. I'm going to drop it as low as we can. I guess, show you guys. Ooh, that makes it 6. So we want to, see someone be sold. Hey, that's interesting. That's keeping in mind that all contracts we offered choose to join us. Keep in mind. It's pending on that. To wonder about the current wage, which, you don't know. All right, let's take a look at some of these. Loan offers, yes. This is one we might want to pay more attention to, like the current loan fee. 60% of the wages, I'm liking the look of this. Probably going to accept that. That's clearly a better deal from Ascoli. Higher wages and higher fee, right? Yeah, that's a pretty nice offer. Well, at least when we're comparing it to Pescara. And then there's Peters. It's a low amount, but he's got no interest in joining. So don't put too much expectations on that. Wait, I didn't offer him a contract yet. No, we got to be quick. We got to be quick on this guy. He'll be a fringe player. Just, up that. I almost want to do that. That's cutting into just what I'm doing now. We got some entertainment here, that's for sure. We got some entertainment, guys. No worries. I'll do after 20 games. Who knows? I'm going to make that high. He's probably not even going to get to that for us. Yeah, not anytime soon, hey, so he'll accept that. I just want to make sure he joins us. Oh, gosh. Can we go for a cheeky board request? Cheeky board request. Increase transfer budget. If not, increase wage. Just need one of them to hit. So there we go. Franco Israel. He's going. We'll accept that. Admittedly, I didn't think we were that deep. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to go that deep in January in terms of negotiations. That's going to make it ever so closer, but we're a whole different conversation here. But there's interest coming out of it. Nah, we can't even drop it more. Nah, you need more notable amounts. But let's get into what we're here for. We're going to continue. Napoli, they're 7, so a decent team. Maybe a draw would be good out of this one. Napoli could still improve and have a good season. And they actually do win. That's excellent. That's Roma dropping points. Milan, you expect them to win at home. Just expect when we get to the end of the game, you'll see a positive result for them. Surely. I've been knowing how they're playing and getting their results. So I don't see a reason why we really change too much up here. Maybe Artur, the games, like he's been a bit average. Locatelli, he's been solid. 4-star at DM. I have found a bit more better connection between them, but of course we just rotated. This is a very strong lineup for us. And actually, I'm going to bring in Demiral for Inacio, just so you see the strength. Admittedly, I do think Demiral, Delict really strong together, just a bit more experience. And you guys get a see of how Matteo Ruggeri, how he's going to play today. 7.4 rating over the season as an average. Very solid. But yeah, for me, it's our attack. That attacking four, Foden, Chiesa, Kian, Adeyemi. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. And the connection, Kian and Adeyemi, their runs, their passing. Yeah, hopefully you see that today. So here you see Cagliari. They've got some decent players there, but not compared to us. We are very, very strong. We're only 4th in the form table right now, so we're favourites here. Yeah, go out there and play like it. Of course, we're back to the director. We're back to the 3D gameplay. They're pushing it. I'm not going to do it because I know they're pushing it, aren't they? And I've had a few games I've played like this. At least the Red Sox can just ever so barely. I think there's definitely something because I'm not getting it in other saves. I think it's something Juve with their kits, and we've downloaded their kits, and it's mixing with FM. But anyway, it's out of my control. As we already went through this in a previous episode, so. We kick off with a goal scored, and as I said, out of my control for the most part. And even if the socks are different, you're not going to see this in a match. So, yeah. And if I were to go to 2D, it would be the same again. I think their kits will be different. Out of interest, if we go to 2D Classic, I just want to see, who's in the different kit. Yeah, we're in our black. So, why is that not in the 3D? We're not going to pay too much attention towards it because we already had this discussion. But why? Yeah, we want to be looking for the why. They get a ball through. Simeone, good save by Szczesny. It's enough. Yeah, it's enough to differentiate. It's enough to differentiate. But, yeah. The fact is, on 2D, it's registering us as having the dark kit, the black kit. So that's what we're supposed to be seeing. You know what I mean? And once more, formation-wise, I'll like to see my opponents, but they got like a standard 4-4-2, so we'll see if they change anything, though. And here we are, Ruggeri to Kian. Now Locatelli, who's on a yellow. Great play here. Ruggeri to Chiesa. See this passing play? That would have been a beautiful goal. But it was offside. So let's see now. Here's Bani. Oh, Adeyemi. He just classed, man. Or that would have been just so, dominant. Winning back the tackle, then running on and scoring. That would have been mad. Ruggeri takes some corners as well. Like I said, if you're playing this as a long-term save, he's excellent. You got 10 years plus. With few players as well. You got a really good setup. Over the next 4 or 5 years, let's say, if you think about some other guys that are not as young as him, but still on the younger scale. Yeah, 1-0. Solid first half performance. As I said, let's focus on the performance of this. Dalbert. Oh, Foden. Yeah, up pressure. Exceptional. Look at the press. Really good. Force along. Long ball. Demiral. To Adeyemi. Oh, brilliant. And I just said that about their connection. Those have been goals this year. There's been some of those. Definitely their little combinations in those moments. We've had a couple identical to that. Well, not identical that, but they've been finished. So no, not identical. As they clear, falls to Locatelli. Was expecting that to be finishes really, be finished. But yeah, we control, hold possession. We're looking for a second goal, but we are patient with it. And if it is, it's going to be quite beautiful. And this is where Cuadrado gets involved. And Foden, yeah, exactly. That is textbook play. Sorry, keyboard, for hitting you. That was just out of celebration. But textbook? Textbook. Study that. Study that play. Because that's absolutely out of the training. And exactly what we want to execute out of the tactics. And how we use Cuadrado. And all that space is open for him. Yes. Love that. Because I've seen goals like that. Yeah, I've seen goals like that these first couple seasons. That's what we want to do. Well, we could almost get a shot on. Or are we going to be patient again? Chiesa. Oh, yes, Cuadrado. This is where you see him in full flight, man. See him in full flight. Brilliant. Breathtaking Juventus play. Absolutely amazing. De Ligt. See, look at Chiesa. That's good by Ruggeri as well, because he had to have the vision for that and the composure. But I say that, but that's, again, out of the training pitch. Like, that's what you're working on. Love it. Keita Balde, interception. Every part, even that defensive midfield area we got down. Yeah, for those interceptions. And Locatelli, interceptions again. Then we just go. We go again when we get that possession one back. Now, how we go over on the left side is, so we got Kayan, like he's there. You know how we have him positioned. Oh. We're creating lovely chances today, that's for sure. But we know we've got to win here. Yeah. So let's think some changes. Yeah, Adeyemi. Yeah, KO George, we actually haven't really used him this season because we've seen him 2-star. We've had other players ahead of him. So, yeah, we're doing that right now. Locatelli's on a yellow card. Maybe bring on Rabiot as well. I think we've got an exceptionally squad. Like, our squad is exceptional. Exceptional. It's an exceptional squad. The size of the squad is really what is amazing. And Danilo comes on for Cuadrado. And, yeah, we'll settle for those changes and play out the game. But there could be a lot more. There could be a lot more here. Chiesa, Ruggeri, McKennie, wasted. Yeah, it actually looks like we're playing it out. So we just praise because, you know, we're leading and, yeah, keeps the players' mentality, their body language high. They're happy with their performance and that the manager is as well. A fourth goal to finish things off would be good. A goal by the opponents? No. Let's see where this is going to come. Foden. Sure you guys want to see how he's performing. He moves out wide. But yeah, in the end, the socks difference. I've been like just looking down at the players, like at the low part of the players, and I've been able to see the difference. But yeah, it's not as natural as it should be because we already saw in the 2D that it should be the black kit. So look, it shows that there as well. So yeah, it feels like a bit of a disconnection in the game more than anything. But anyway, let's get it. And yeah, Milan 4-0. Didn't I say they were going to get a dominating performance? We did very similar, a 3-0 one ourselves. But yeah, Milan, exceptional. It was an easy game for them, keep in mind. As good as they've done, though, we talked about how few goals they've conceded and another game for a clean sheet. But we've still had a better goal difference because our goal scoring has been more superior than their defending. Like, that's what that stat literally means. So we just, review, see these messages. Ruggeri set for a pay increase, deservingly so. Deservingly so. He's been, he's got a great future. And he's got that spot, settled, left back. That's, like I said, next 10 years, in this save, as long as he doesn't want to leave, but he shouldn't. And, well done by Cuadrado. You got an Italian at Juventus, even if a club like Man United or any top Premier League club, Spain, he should be settled to play his career out in Italy. He's Italian, he'd be, unless he wants really plans for his career, it might depend on his personality, but you think Juventus, he could be a legend. So, we're going to leave it there, and I guess the next episode, you're going to find out how we go for a bit of... We're going to probably play up to, the youth intake, how we do up until March. We'll do that, and you'll see how many of those players accepted their contracts, and if we have to work a bit to get out of the red. But I will do that. I might look at a player to sell or something like that, which may have to be in the first team or someone we're not using. So we may consider that. It all depends. It's an if. I'm not going to worry myself about it and stress about it and try and go through all these ways because one of them may reject us, if not both. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Let me know what you think about those options and just how we went about negotiating them and all of that. We'll end on the panel so you see the table. Top of the league, Adeyemi. Once more, it's a season of our striker. I don't even want to say goals. Average rating. He's been our best player regardless. Obviously, the goals contribute to that, but other players could get high average ratings. We already went through them as well. But yeah, definitely his position, that main striker. Kien, as I said, he's played second fiddle to them in these first couple seasons. But he's doing a very good job, Adeyemi. Consider his age as well. He's only on the way up. So that's it for now. Appreciate a thumbs up. Really does help the videos, and get a comment in. See you guys next time.